So I want to come back to this question of what it means to become fully human, the subject
Right.
of our discussion this evening, and the moral component of that, and what is distinctly human about this moral project, because I think you could look at a lot of the non-human animal world, and there is empathy in
Yes.
chimpanzees. You can see that. There is caring, loving, and all of that. What is distinctive about the human project of being moral that is maybe different from the rest of the animal world?
Well, first of all, there's a project. So I don't think animals have projects. YouTube enabled me to become more conscious and maybe develop a form of sympathy or empathy for animals, because I'm watching videos of dogs, guilty dogs, and empathic monkeys, and this is very instructive. And it changed. It's really. I mean, seriously, it changed my mind about the way human reality fits into the natural realm, and that the human animal is very much an animal in different ways. And empathy, I mean, arguably is very much part of the moral experience that we human develop. And there is something, of that in animals at a, in a different context as well. But what I take to be distinctively human about the experience of morality is the project. So, and by this I mean something rather specific. And here we can come back to the notion of human potentialities. If you speak of human perfection or perfectibility, you need to introduce the potentials that need to be perfected, or the aptitudes or capacity that need to be perfected. What are those? And in what sense are they typically or specifically human? So it is a big discussion out there about what is properly human. You could argue that playing chess is properly human, but this is not very instructive. I think it's very instructive to go back to actually, and I think this is good philosophical method, is to start discussing about aptitudes that immediately, picture us in a relation of great proximity with animals. So empathy would be one way to approach this. But then, of course, once you've agreed that there are different ways that empathy can develop in the animal realm and human realm, you have to move to a different set of aptitudes which have to do with rationality. And the point about rationality is that it's not strictly restricted to the kind of cognitive modules that we have that enable us to reason about things in a logical way. Rationality is also a moral or practical dimension of human experience, where
because we are thinking, we're imagining what can be a better world and what we should do. It's not
exactly
just kind
what
of
we should.
hardwired.
It's the should that you actually mentioned earlier.
There's a level of abstraction here.
Exactly. The way I think human singularity manifests itself in the realm of moral experience is that we are capable not only of experiencing, for example, immediate desires, things we crave, things we are attached to, things we are seeking. I'm leaving aside the question whether this is instinctive in humans as well. It's certainly instinctive mostly in the animal realm, although they have a culture of their own and so on and so forth. But mostly it's instinctive. But the point is that on this level, we're very close to animals. Most of our impulses or drives have a kind of animal rooting. It's what is specific to humans is the capacity to form what is sometimes called by philosophers second-order desires about desires.